Rock SteadyCrew comes from Jimmy D and Jimmy Lee. They are the founders of Rock SteadyCrew. And it's real simple, rocking. You know, B-boy and breaking, it was called rocking as well. Like, yo, we were rocking. And Jimmy D and Jimmy Lee, they used to make fun of Jimmy D and Jimmy Lee and tell them, yo, you guys are always steady battling, man. You're steady battling all the time. Rock SteadyCrew. My cousin, Lenny Len, told me, yo, you know, let's try out for Rock SteadyCrew. And one day, in Jimmy D's building on Echo Place in the Bronx, we met up with him. My cousin Lenny Len and I battled Jimmy D and Jimmy Lee. We lost the battle 3-2, but because of our potential, we were invited to be part of Rock Steady. That was in '79. In 1981, Rock Steady was given to me. I had already met Ken Swift and Doze and Frosty Freeze and Take One and Little Crazy Legs and Kippy D, all these people that eventually became part of Rock Steady. And I put them down at Rock Steady.
You know, I met Crazy Legs, actually. He came around my block. I was extremely proud, you know, because he had a very established name. And to have a name in the streets is just not something you just get like that. You really have to represent yourself.
Fast forward, as Rock Steady grew, the central meeting location for the next generation of Rock SteadyCrew was a spot in Manhattan that we named Rock Steady Park on 98th Street in Amsterdam.
Started with a few of us. We go in the back of the park. We had the rubber mats, as you can see in Star Wars, and that was dubbed Rock Steady Park.
And that was a central location because I had 500 members of Rock Steady, and you had people in the Bronx, you had people in Manhattan, you had people in Brooklyn or whatever, and everybody would just come and meet up. And that was it. You knew you could see Rock Steady there.
Right now he's doing the footwork with the original breaking came out. Yeah, he's doing the baby and the turtle.
The back bridge.
Yeah, did the head spin and then just went up.
Most of the people in Rock Steady that got in, I met them through battling from the, you know, at that early age, because it was all about the battle, you know. For me, it was like, I'm gonna go find you if I heard about you. We're gonna battle and do my best to smoke you. And maybe you got smoked by somebody else, and you may bring it up to me after we start hanging out and be like, yo, I know this dude, you should battle him. And I'll go battle that dude, beat him, and then bring him into Rock Steady.
1, 2, 1, 2, party people in the bass. Rock Steady against that Island Rockers. Rock on to the break of dawn. Crazy Legs in the house.
The main thing for a B-boy or B-girl back then was to practice and battle.
But we were definitely on a mission. We were seeking out people to battle. It was extremely exciting because whenever you got into a circle, you didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. You didn't know what guy was gonna come out. To battle somebody, to fight somebody, it's not about just doing something for yourself. Everyone has to understand what you're doing. I wanted you, and I wanted everyone to know what I was doing to you. That was, you know, the foundation of this dance.
We knew we wanted to smoke you or beat you because it's like, I came up with something. I did that move on you.
And a lot of times, you know, I was the most hated in the crew because I get them all riled up. See, the idea was to distract them from their moves and to humiliate them. They say, no, I'm gonna get that guy. And, you know, Buck 4, rest in peace, Kuriaki, rest in peace. You know, they were like our secret weapons. We'd send them out at the heat of the battle, and then Ken Swift would clean it up with Crazy Legs, you know. It was a cleanup crew.
We had a lot of respect for each other anyway, as warriors, and you never knew what the next person was gonna do the following week. You could lose a battle and then win against the same person the following week. It was back and forth all the time.
Oh, no, we took them out, right?
Put it this way, we're out of sight and they might.
They bit my turtle into a hot.
Niggas is biters to their
I
name.
could have cried when I seen it.
It was absolutely against the rules to do someone else's moves. You would be laughed at.
I think originality was very important. It was because originality established your identity. So the first time I did what we call a whip backspin, which is the fast backspin, I did it at this place called Mom and Pop's Disco in the Bronx, which was an underground club in a basement of a tenement building where people lived, illegal completely. But I went there, and it was the first time I was recognized as an individual, because I did that backspin, and people are like, oh, this guy comes up to me and says, yo, show me that backspin. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? And you know, I'm not gonna say I created it, because it was an accident, but that's because of the practice and the training and all that stuff, and you keep doing things and accidents happen, and then it's a matter of recognizing, oh shit, that accident was pretty good. Let me keep working on it.
I got a certain backspin that I made up. Want me to show you it? I started off doing like this. And landed like that. So then I just decided not to do the freeze and keep on spinning. So it goes like this. I put my arm right here, and it's easy, and I push my arm and swing my left leg, my right leg, both of them around. Bring your leg.
I was whack when I started. I stole moves. I bit moves from other people. But the beauty of that back then was, how can you take something, recreate it within that week before the next jam, show up at the next jam, and do that move in a manner that would allow people to feel like that move is now associated with you because you have your own thumbprint on it, you know? That's what it was all about. That's what we live for, man. To battle, to create, to battle, to get some props.